people of first century Palestine say that Jesus is? Well, some say that Jesus is John the Baptist.
Come on.
Others say that Jesus is Elijah.
Yeah.
And still others say that Jesus is Jeremiah, of one of the prophets.
Well.
Jesus now knows who the people say that he is.
Well.
But do the people of Oak Cliff say that Frank Delano is somebody? Who do the people of Oak Cliff say that Frank Delano Lester is? Well, some say he was the man who turns bad days into good days.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Others say he was a man who had ears to listen to others' sad songs. And still others say he was just a simple man. I tell you, everybody ought to know who Frank Delano Lester was.
All right.
Now ask any kid who Big Frank was, and any kid on the block will tell you that he was the one who knew you by name.
Yeah.
And always had a word that would make your feet skip and your face smile. Oh, yeah. He was the one who was a voice of hope in the wilderness of despair, crying out when bad things happen to good kids. Hey, here's a toy. Here's a toy. Put your troubles away. I tell you the truth. I lie not. Everybody ought to know who Big Frank was. Yes, cried the children all over Oak Cliff. Everybody ought to know the man who wore a belt, not just to hold up his pants,
Come on.
but to hang toys for all the children who hang down their heads when pain was in their hearts. I tell you the truth. Everybody ought to know who Big Frank was. I know who he was, says his sister Dean. He was the best brother ever. You could not find a better brother. He was beyond dependable. He was consistent. If he said he would be there at 10, he would be there at 9:30.
Well.
If he said it, he would do it. Not just do it, but do it better.
Come on.
He was not on time, he was early. You never had to follow up. You never had to call up.
Well.
You never had to worry. You never had to look back. He would be there. He had my back. That was my brother. I know who he was, says his son Donald. He was a simple man. He never wanted much. He lived by some simple rules. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Pray not with sincerity. Give respect and expect respect. And always be a man of your words. He couldn't stand a milk mouth. Someone who was weak and would lie just for the sake of it. He was always a man of his word. If he said he would pay you on Tuesday at 9:30, you got paid. The last rule was never keep another man's money in your pocket. He was a great dad. We were never without a house, never without food, never without guidance, and never without love. I know who he was, says his son Gerald. He was stern, he was hard, but he was fair. He loved me like no other was there. We argued and we fussed, We accuse without letting it get the best of us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We laughed and we talked about all things. I listened to him reminisce about what he's seen. He loved the world, and the world loved him. And I give thanks to the Lord that he will live again. Thank you, Dad. Everybody ought to know who Big Lester was. Gerald says he was dead.
Yeah.
I hear others crying. Let me testify. I know who Big Frank was. Could it be that the woman who had just crossed the street, pushing her grandchild in a stroller, knows who Big Frank was? I hear her saying from a soul of conviction, he's the one, while dying, tries to sit up, to take a security check, to make sure that the one who is pushed, the grandchild, and the one who pushes, the grandmother, are safe. He takes just one look, and sensing that they are safe, he closes his eyes.
Come on, baby, come on.
But not before that look. Oh, I tell you the truth. I lie not. Big Frank was friend. I hear another voice crying, friend. It's the voice of the one who lives near where the accident occurred. The one who hears what sounds like a bomb and runs outside to see Frank after being hit, sitting up, doing his job, looking to see if he had crossed a mother and a baby over safely. She cries out, Big Frank was friend. I keep on telling you, everybody ought to know who Big Frank was. But I hear another voice. Wait. What's that I'm hearing? It sounds like voices. It is voices, lots of them. It's the voices of school crossing guards all over the city of Dallas. They cry out, they cry out, they cry out. Frank died that we might live. His life was sacrificed on the altar of a violent death to speak to the needs of school crossing guards. He was more than a school crossing guard. He was friend. I keep on telling you, everybody ought to know who Big Frank Delano was.
Come on.
He was a friend. And what a friend. He sacrifices his life for others, both old and young, black and white, yellow and red and brown, every Monday through Friday.
Come on.
But Frank's life points to Jesus.
Come on.
For greater love has no man than to lay down his life for his friend. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered,